take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor.
Oh, it's come down to deal or no deal. Bro, I'm scared.
Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Wyll Ravengard, a choice is before you.
Now, I see the colors between.
Stop. I feel like I always end up doing this on my first playthrough. I always end up taking like kind of the same companions. I did this with like Mass Effect as well. And I always end up getting the same dialogue, like the same companion's dialogue over and over. It's usually not until the second playthrough that I start rotating out companions. And I do plan on recording a Dark Urge playthrough after this with the Shadowheart romance, so keep that in mind. I will be rotating out companions way more in that second one. Oh. Like the people of Starion doesn't like Gur?
The hunter has nothing to say to you. He seems to have...
Okay, well. Who looks like the leader? Maybe him?
To lose our children is a tragedy. To fail so utterly in saving them is something else entirely. Ulmer insists the tribe is not cursed, but I have my doubts.
I'll destroy every last bloodsucker.
Our dead fought well. They died well. I hope I can live up to their example.
So we should do nothing? Just wait for the next wave? You think you can just walk into our camp, present yourself to Alma, or leave?
Where is she?
Plans on fear.
Oh.
We will have to...
Rechtei Hathran Rust. Frey Valdisk Durovna. Frey Valdisk Blast.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony, but it's nothing that you recognize.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this.
I walked 5 feet into your camp. Forgive me, I'm Kay.
The Slayer of Ketheric Thorn.
You know me?
These are strange times indeed.
Yeah, I killed him.
A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another.
What? Perhaps. What do you have in mind?
Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years,
Sure is.
his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future. They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could.
I'll do what I can.
If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
Fuck yeah.
If you won't help us...
The Crying One weeps today. Our father Lorgan is dead. Murdered.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't want to talk. My heart is in mourning.
Okay, I'm walking right by you then. Look at all these books. I can talk to this little elephant. Valeria.
Investigator. Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered your high priest. The evidence speaks for itself. Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, then, be it out of shame or profane duty, offed himself with the same blade. Case closed, Sister Yanis.
You sure?
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize, stranger.
Ah.
Language like that hardly befits a rector of Ilmater.
Ilmater? Sounded like you were having quite the disagreement.
You could certainly say that. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Our High Priest, Father Lorgan, and one of the new refugees, Brilgor. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a murder, and is content to blame Brilgor, the politically convenient target.
What makes Brilgor politically convenient? I will bet you it's because he's a fucking refugee.
Brilgor was a refugee. No one sticks up for them at the best of times, and with Gortash in power...
He's in, like, full power?
I expect the Flaming Fists will ban refugee aid now one of them's blamed for murder.
If there's a trail to follow, I can track it. Let me look into it.
Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence.
Where can I find the investigator?
Charessa's caress would be my best bet.
Charessa's caress, is that where boss is?
After closing a case.
Any idea what I should be looking for?
Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a start.
Okay.
Anything disproving the refugee murder-suicide angle, really.
To prove he didn't commit
I really
suicide.
hope you find something. For all our sakes.
No refugees. It is decreed. Well, do you have the means to support yourself?
Here.
Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
I'm not giving my name. My name is Daisy Dewdrop Fluffington.
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
What is that thing?
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate in the name of Lord Enver Gortash.
State your business.
Traveling. Baldur's Gate's my city. I'm following a trail of deadly beasts that escape the city. Baldur's Gate is my city, my home.
Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still.
I'm gonna stand still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen.
Uh-oh.
You are known.
Uh-oh. This is
Your
like when you look into the
party's
eyes.
prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
They
You
know
are
me.
marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die.
Okay, now I gotta consider a few things. Do I want to start a fight here, or do I not want to start a fight here? I can trade. I'm really interested to see where they take me, but I'll ready myself for a fight, I think. I don't want to. I'm not going to jail.
Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Take heed.
God damn it all!
Recovery is imminent.
Bastards, or I'll have your heads!
Why did you help me, little one? Oh, Stress's Caress. I think this is where Voss is.
An oasis of pleasure.
Howdy, Mademoiselle Mira.
A weary traveller, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no decadence.
Ma'am, what the fuck are you
An
saying?
inn cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Did you just clock me as a lesbian from the way I looked at you? She said, gay. You're way off, I'm afraid. My type? The woman behind me.
Am I? Your eyes tell a story, sweeting. You crave more than pleasure, you crave penance.
I know my companions are looking behind me like...
Seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas.
I love how it's all
Your
she.
penance must wait.
They clocked me.
We've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another.
A pair?
Your sin.
A pair? Look at the way everyone is looking. Those two in gold, that looks sick. I want to save. I really, really, really want to see if I could prompt LAE'ZEL to say something to this. Drow. You have drow escorts on hand. That sounds interesting.
Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no
Oh,
knots
you're talking
they
about like a
can't
massage.
undo. They're through the curtain to the right.
You're talking about a
You'll need
massage.
coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are.
Never mind. That's not a massage that she's talking about. Leave.
Greetings, sir. Your noble bearing brings a little class to my humble establishment.
Noble.
How may I be of service?
Jaheira sent me. I'm to meet some Harpers here.
Harpers? I'm afraid I serve a grubbier class of clientele than that. More chancers than champions, if you take my meaning. Present company excluded, I'm sure. No, I don't know any, Jaheira, was it?
I should have brought Jaheira with me. It was, and she certainly knows who you are.
I knew it. I knew she wasn't dead. Fine, yes. You have the right place. But where's the leaf flicker herself?
Leaf Flicker? Elsewhere, but she trusts me with this.
She wouldn't have revealed this place otherwise.
Should have brought her, damn it.
Which makes you one of the rare breed she does trust. Here's the key. The others are below, and bearing bad news by the looks of it.
I'm grabbing her. Thanks.
Thank you. Right, Sonny.
I'm grabbing her. Oh, I can speak to Wyll? What's up, Wyll?
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin?
Ooh. I'm still going for the isolation thing, so she doesn't know a whole lot about Baldur's Gate, even though it's open to me. What a shame. Baldur's Gate has a responsibility to the people in need.
As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause.
When
Gortash
people are
hasn't
scared,
made
what do they turn
Baldur's Gate
to?
safe.
Turning on
He's made it
outsiders.
a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood.
Wyll speaking my language. Oh, down here. Okay.
Hi, Harper. May Seluna's tears shine on this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus. You are well?
Yes. Hi, Harper. Standing beneath Seluna's tears.
Are you speaking in code?
Nervous, Jaheira. We heard of your great victory against Ketheric.
What's happening?
Geraldus isn't nervous. He's terrified. And he's using Seluna's tears as some kind of code.
I understand, Geraldus. Take a moment. And you, Harper. There is something familiar about you.
Are we about to get into a fight?
Doesn't she remind you of our old friend Marcus?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap. The same, it seems, is happening here.
I fucking hate the type of people when you're speaking to them. I am also this person, so I can't even talk too much shit, but the... Marcus was a cultist! He had wings! Yeah, no shit, bro. Remain silent and wait for Jaheira's signal.
The problem with Marcus, of course.
I'll let her have her moment. I brought her for a reason.
We didn't end on the best of terms.
Forgot to change what Jaheira was wearing. Oh, honey.
Oren's doppelgangers. How many has she brought to Baal's side, I wonder?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
Are you alright, dude? I want your armor. I like the way it's colored.
Seluna's tears. It is said no false face can stand beneath their light. An old code, Harper. But yes, you got it right. Now I need your report.
We had eyes on suspected cultists in the city, like you asked. We thought we were tracking them, but...
They were tracking you instead, evidently. Doppelgangers.
And they're not just working with the cult. Hi, Harper. They're part of it. Ballists, I think.
Ballists?
Sworn to Orin the Red, yes. We've already had the pleasure.
Unfortunately.
Go on.
Everything seemed fine until your latest orders. Until we started to search for the Rajamar. They struck the same night. I woke to one of them strangling Chelvin, while smiling at me out of her face. She said... It said... that I'd report back to you as normal. Lure you here, and... I had no choice!
Dude, calm
I'm
down.
sure it felt that way, Geraldus. The others were likely dragged back to Orin. Tortured. Sacrificed. I do not expect you to die for me. But to risk Entharl, any citizen who might have wandered in, there is always a choice. And the Harper must be able to make the hard ones. Perhaps this isn't the life for you after all, Geraldus.
No, Jaheira! Hi, Harper! Please! I'm still a Harper. I want to help!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming. Why die a Harper when you could still live as anything else?
Ooh. Can she not make the choice for him? She can't just be like, you're out of my organization. She can't do that? She's right. You did your part. This is not her fault. What the fuck? Let me hit a save. No one can make that choice for him. Not even you, High Harper.
I want to fight. For Chelvin. For all of them. So it means something.
death is death. To look for meaning in it is foolishness, boy.
That's kind of your choice.
Storybook nonsense. Exactly the kind that Harper would spout, I suppose. Fine. I have no right to make the choice for you. Not when this mess is of my making. I sent the Harpers hunting after the cult, without thinking what it would mean to be hunted in turn. Now they are compromised. And if not for you, I wouldn't even know it. I'm sorry, Geraldos. Harper. And I owe you an apology as well. I haven't told you everything I hope to learn here today.
Are you talking to me?
First, Geraldos, you're the last Harper in the city I can rely on. Lay low and rest while you can. I have matters to discuss with my friend here.
I need to change the clothes that you're wearing. Hey, I want them clothes.
I have not been overly generous with the truth. I
Well-
came here to learn of the Chosen. True enough. But I set my Harper searching for someone else, too. Tell me, what do you know of a man named Minsk of Rashiman?
The name is as familiar as Jaheira's own. A hero of the time of troubles, who saved the city more than once.
A hero. He traveled with you back in the old days.
I sense you mean no insult, calling scarce a century ago the old days.
Oh,
Which is
my bad.
considerably more insulting. Minsk is an old friend.
I'm sorry.
Perhaps my oldest. We've fought at one another's backs times beyond counting.
Okay.
And the last time I saw him, I left him to die.
And you're still friends? What happened?
Before we ever heard of this Absolute, we received word of a gathering in the Undercity.
What is this,
What
arcane?
we found was the first dark seed of this plot. A circle of cultists with mind flayers in their midst. We might have ended it there. Cut off at the root, but before I could send for help, Minsk charged in alone. It was chaos. He was overrun. Dragged down beneath a mass of tentacles. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to fight another day.
That is a fucking tough choice to have to make, but I can see why you made it. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a cruel choice to have to make.
The world takes much from those who presume to defend it. But sometimes,
Ain't that the fucking
you
truth?
get to take it back.
I
So
love
don't
her.
be sorry, because I mean to use you, if you're willing.
Ow! Shit.
Infection,
was loud.
indoctrination, eradication. That has been the fate of everyone the cult has captured so far. But it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
You think he's been tadpoled? Why are you only telling me this now?
Because I was playing the pragmatist and writing my friend off for dead. Then I met you. If I seem suddenly flushed with hope and soft feeling, you have only yourself to blame. Oh, the point is moot without a means to find him. Without the Harpers, we shall have to find another path. I'll have a better idea of what that is once we're through the gates. Seems
We're
I
not through
need
the
to
gates?
reacquaint myself with this damned city.
Are you okay, girl?
Yes?
You mentioned there might be another way to find Minsk?
There might be, but it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait
you're not
until
gonna
the
tell me
city
yet?
proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then.
Okay.
So much for the cavalry riding to our rescue.
Yeah?
This is what we get for putting our faith in a network of spies, I suppose.
I guess. LAE'ZEL?
Oren be damned. Her bloody fingerprints are all over this city.
No shit. We're not even in it yet and we keep finding her.
What? By the more than some of curlies went on down there.
Our hypers. Oh, nope. Negotiations.
Bloody vigorous, were they?
Eh?
Clear out then. I'm guessing I have some tidying to do before the steel watch squeals by.
Sure do.
How about now? Want to talk now?
What do you want?
Put him up. Put him up.
You've been screaming in my ear for this? What do you want?
Yay! You spoke to me. Nobody ever talks to me.
You've been yapping in my ear.
Adventure to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter?
No. 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 I could be so mean to him. You've annoyed me because you've been in my ear this whole time I've been trying to try out dyes. But let me not be a dickhead to you. Follow your dreams and find out.
Right you are. I'll just find something to punch, I guess. It won't hurt, will it? No, surely not.
Sir, you're worried about getting hurt? Maybe don't be an adventurer. Genuinely. Where the fuck is Voss at? He in one of these rooms? Did he rent out the Drow twins? What are...
You must hear me, devil.
What are y'all doing
do
here?
Whatever it takes. Give
No.
you anything you ask.
Whatever it is,
There is only one
stop.
thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
Damn.
Kithrak, what deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
What kind of deal are you trying to
now,
cut, dude?
boss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do.
And what would that be?
Unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Do we now?
LAE'ZEL, Talak
Your
Magir.
ear.
The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
You got fucked up, dude. Damn. He said... What was going on here?
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning.
Don't say that. You're making me nervous.
One more thing before we begin, though.
What? I don't like it. Stop it. I don't like the whispers. Mm-mm. What is happening?
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear.
What?
It's unsettling.
What does that mean? I feel empty. What did you do?
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
The Guardian? Then speak freely. Tell me why you brought me here.
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain.
Thank you.
I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best,
That's the goal, ain't it?
it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though.
The Astral Prism?
In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need. Not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
Go on.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now.
Very convenient that you have exactly what I need.
Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
That is? What are you hoping to get out of the music? Ah! Tell me, ooh, what are you hoping to get out of all of this?
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too.
Okay.
And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you,
what?
LAE'ZEL of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Uh-oh.
Then it is settled, is it not?
You a bitch for this.
For a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, LAE'ZEL of Kalir.
You a bitch for this. First you pulled some bullshit with Astarion while he was in my crew, and now you're pulling some bullshit while LAE'ZEL is in my crew. Oh my god, he's good at his job. What exactly is the crown?
Power. Ancient and full of wonder.
I should have brought Gale. Gale also wanted to talk about the crown.
Ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged
that how the stories go?
imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god.
And you want me to give it to
Men
you?
cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it.
I needed to bring
I call it
Gale.
Hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
And you want me to give it to you? Why didn't you take the crown there and then?
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece.
How do you know you won't fuck up the hells doing this?
But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play.
How did they... How did they come to have the crown?
Through the aid of a diabolist, somebody capable of opening a portal to the hells. Deep in the hells. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking.
And you want me to hand it over?
When that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor.
Oh,
shit! But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side.
I killed his people.
You'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the Crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks.
LAE'ZEL.
The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
LAE'ZEL, shush. Okay, I'm thinking. Oh my god, the same bullshit happened when I had to choose between Vlaakith and what I now know is the Emperor. And I chose the Emperor because I trusted him. I trusted Vlaakith less than I trusted him. Now it's coming down between Raphael. Can I go back on the deal? Oh, shit. I bring up what the narrator said again. LAE'ZEL, do you understand how dangerous this is to hand him the fucking crown? Okay, let's see if this gives me more dialogue or if this just goes straight to, like, conflict. I'd rather destroy the crown than risk it falling into the wrong hands again.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world.
Oh! I'll control the crown myself once I have the nether stones. Will I? I'll control the crown myself once I have the nether stones. Stop laughing at me, fool.
Oh, I'm sorry, you were serious? The crown has laid low all who attempt to harness its power. Archwizards, emperors, gods. It would tear you apart.
Oh, it's come down to deal or no deal. Bro, I'm scared. I kind of want to say no deal. I think it's the more interesting option because then we actually have to confront the Emperor and trust him even though we're in a sore spot. And Orpheus scares me. Oops. Orpheus really scares me. LAE'ZEL, if you turn around and swing that great sword at me, I don't know what I'm gonna do. No deal. Oh my god, I can't look.
I won't stop you. But time is running out.
Oh god.
So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Uh-huh. Storage is out of space. Please tell me it saved that, though. The fact that LAE'ZEL's like, alright, we gonna speak?
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why?
She's coming a lot less hostile than I thought she was going to. I was expecting, like, Crash style, you refuse this, I'm turning my blade on you type shit. We could rob him? Not about to let... Oh. Don't say the bottom one. Because we don't need the deal. We're gonna take the hammer from the House of Hope.
I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed by it. And I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the true heir's bonds.
Okay.
Yisk Githkar Tafki Crashet. The Githyanki will be free.
I love her so much. I don't think y'all get how much I love her.
Useful as the hammer would have been, I'm relieved we're not in the devil's debt. Once his kind has you under their thumb, they won't ever let you go.
Oh, I'm so glad I didn't say yes. We can still rob this man. Did you hear her?
The great devil grows sloppy. He makes his offer, but only after telling us where to find what we seek. The Orphic Hammer. I suppose we will have to see if this House of Hope is open to visitors.
I fucking love her. Oh.
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts.
I don't want to hear you right now. It was Raph.
Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty.
One of us has to be.
I should have known the devil would come sniffing.
I saved your ass right now, by the way.
Chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you?
Oh, you hear his voice? He wants the crown that's on the brain.
Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him?
Should I be honest right here? I don't see why not. It's literally not like you could stop me. The means to free Orpheus. I'm gonna tell him.
Tell me you turned him down.
I did. I turned him down.
Good. I am glad. But be careful.
I plan on betraying you,
Loki.
Loki.
Like a cockroach. No matter what you do to it, it will always come back. I doubt this will be the last time you are approached. I trust that you will continue to remember who is really on your side. Without my protection, you cannot defeat the Elder Brain. You cannot even get close to it, no matter what the devil whispers.
Your protection.
In your ear.
Yours? Yours or Orpheus's? Let's go talk to Voss. Damn it.
Hey!
Where the fuck is Voss?
You paid Raphael a visit. I want to hear all about it.
You know Raphael? Corilla.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Oi! You must have slipped by me earlier.
Who are you?
Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down.
Welcome. Yeah, who are you?
Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. He's gutted, you know. Had such high hopes for you.
Okay, he could shove that up his ass. Did he tell you to try and win me over with your charms?
Cheeky. We might be in a brothel, but I'm not that kind of gal. You should reconsider, though.
Should
the
I?
The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city.
What exactly is it that you do for him?
Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly. Mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract.
Why?
If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been.
Then why make demands of me instead of just helping?
He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due.
Stop talking to me. I'll stop the brain without his help.
I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
Stop saying this, please. Genuinely, stop saying shit like that, because that makes me so upset. See if we can speak to everybody. Wyll?
Raphael thought he could outsmart us. But there are other ways to get the Orphic Hammer. Guaranteed. We know he keeps it in the House of Hope. If we can find a Diabolist, they could help us make our way in.
Diabolist? What in the fuck is that? Shadowheart?
So, no deal with Raphael. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction anyway.
I love you. You are hilarious. Gale?
You made a good decision refusing that devil's contract. We'll speak more on this later, but suffice it to say for now, that crown is vital to our purpose here.
Halson?
There is no deal with the devil that I would willingly partake in. Declining Raphael showed great wisdom.
Hearing all these people talk in my ear is crazy. He's actually, that's working. That's crazy, actually.
Voss.
LAE'ZEL of Kalir, warrior of warriors. Tell me you took the devil's deal.
I wish.
Tell me you will free Gith's heir.
If y'all knew how fucking long that took. No, I'll find another way to liberate Orpheus.
I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son.
Githkar Tavkim crashed. You put your trust in me, Voss. I plan to honor it.
Yes, and it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key.
Sure
Find
am.
a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand.
Orpheus. Orpheus sensed the tadpole before, and his guard attacked. Won't he attack if we free him?
The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might see
I didn't
when
answer
you
my
free
question.
him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name, but he will see reason. I promise you.
I need more than just your word on this, bro. Any idea where Raphael might keep the Orphic Hammer?
A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices.
Yeah.
The House of Hope. We must find a way in.
The House of Hope, you say? I couldn't ask for a name more fitting. Every house has an entrance, Istik. Even those in the Hells. You must find it.
Is Istik a good word, or...?
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Stop talking to me. Are you about to go walk right back to there? Because you're gonna piss me off, bro.
How can I assist?
Oh. Voss has gone underground. He'll be waiting for us there.
Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
You say it louder for the Emperor to hear.
The Blade of Frontiers, hmm?
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight.
I'll remain silent.
There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith.
Whispers?
Your loyalty.
Just whispers?
I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true?
Don't get your ass whooped.
Has Our Lady forsaken you?
Don't get your ass whooped. I'm gonna let her handle it. I'm gonna let her handle it.
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you.
Are we about to fight?
Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
The Sharns are using a place called the House of Grief as cover for their presence in Baldur's Gate.
Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Oh, Gale. Okay, what's up, Gale?
I knew any artifact that could command an Elder Brain must be close to omnipotent.
Yeah.
But for it to be the very Crown Karsus forged, it verges on unbelievable. I assure you, the hammer Raphael offered is mere scrap metal in comparison, whatever use he claims for it. You should pay a visit to Sorcerer's Sundries. Their book collection is the envy of the Sword Coast. I'm certain the truth lurks somewhere on their shelves.
What if I dropped you off? Why would a Balduria magic shop be the first place we look?
Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Okay. Let's see if I'm able to go.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, Steel Watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden?
Oh, you're talking to Karlach.
I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized iced valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Do you know how to fix this? Same thing Damon said. Do you know how to fix this malfunctioning engine?
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
It thinks you're one of them, Karlach. Why?
Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself.
Okay.
Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Can you tell us about Lord Gortash?
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Oh,
You
isn't
will
Will's
keep
dad
your
the Archduke?
distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the lash of Bane. See you around, soldier.
Can we cross?
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day.
What the fuck is Worms Rock? What's special about today?
Ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. All the peers came to pay regards.
Okay. Duke, well, they're not gonna give a fuck about that. Oh, such a bother. I'm here to protect Archduke-elect Gortash. 30! What'd I get myself into? Uh... 30 is fucking nuts, bruh. I'm not wasting another one.
Gortash has got all the protection he needs. A cultist makes so much as a peep, the watch will turn them to cinder.
Y'all don't know shit, do you? I'm gonna try the Baldurian one. Baldur's Gate's my home. I don't need permission to enter.
Special occasion. Worms Rock is...
Gortash is to be proclaimed Archduke. His grip on the city tightens. This complicates matters. He has surrounded himself with a circle of steel within the fortress of Worms Rock. Gaining access will not be easy. We must either earn an invitation or find a route where we can pass unnoticed.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face.
Sure do.
You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple.
Sure was.
Bet she's put you up to something.
Sure did. Fritzo, I found new evidence, investigator.
Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night?
A monocle? Is that what it's called?
I know that look. You
Monopoly Man type shit.
Devella.
Oh!
Fine.
Cruella de Vil.
If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found?
Who's Devella?
My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What have you found?
Father Lorgan's murder is just one of a bigger plot. A Baal plot.
A Baal plot? You as well? Devella's been harping on about Baal for months. Fancies herself something of an expert.
Perhaps you should have listened.
It was just a bunch of conspiracy codswallop and fear-mongering. But she's been unusually insistent about this one, even for her. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory?
Not a theory, I got proof. This document contains information connecting the murders to the Baalist resurgence.
No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in paperwork as it is. Constable Devella is going to be a real pain in the trunk about this.
You gonna hear I told you so, huh?
Seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength. Why don't you seek her out? She'll be at the Elf Song Tavern.
Elf Song, why does that sound
Show her
familiar?
the list, and I'll stay and inform the Fist here.
You just want to keep drinking.
And you'll need this pass. It'll give you access to the
Thank
lower
you.
city. Well?
Don't say well. Don't need to tell me twice. I'm leaving. Leaving. Here's your silly little paper.
No entry today. Special occasion.
Investigator Valeria needs me in the lower city. A serial killer's on the loose.
Valeria? Well, I'm not messing about with a murder inquiry for damn sure.
Good.
Straight ahead across the bridge. A blind ogre couldn't miss it.
Oh, thank God. What?
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry.
What you mean?
But your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
I didn't trespass.
The
I had a
Watcher's
pass.
presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city.
Your city. Oof. I'm going to find you, and I'm going to kill you.
I admire your audacity, but it'll be the death of you.
Oh,
Ketheric
he said that
had
kind of
an army
cool.
Corpses and a crumbling tower. I have a city and an army of steel. It will be better for us both to resolve our differences amicably. And I have the perfect venue for a face-to-face meeting.
I'm sure you do.
Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Is that MIZORA?
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
Kind of want to go and grab Wyll, but I'm gonna just walk up to her.
If it isn't little Wyll's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
You fucking suck. You know that? You suck.
Always good to talk, my friend.
It seems Grand Duke Stelmane's been murdered. Did you know her at all?
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Wyll's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
I sense there's something more to this story.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say.
Any idea who could be behind the killing?
I couldn't say. But think about this. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand.
Fuck
and
yeah,
the
they
city
are.
is made weaker for it. That's the
Come along, Wyll. We'll figure this out. Oh, the audience hall's over here. in the fuck?
Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard. Thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
Karlach, please chill for now.
My father's here, Karlach. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
Oh shit, I brought them both. Ah! And then Shadowheart to round us out, you know? We might need Gortash alive to save the city. Let's wait to strike. Careful, Karlach. This steel watch will destroy us in one swipe. Wyll is right. Ooh. We might need Gortash alive to save the city. Let's wait to strike until we've had the chance to question him. Who am I convincing here? Damn.
You're asking a lot.
I am.
But I can wait. For a while, at least.
He will die, and you will be there.
Let's get Baldur's Gate safe. Then rip his throat out.
Fuck yeah, Karlach.
A moment, please,
That's why you're my
friends.
fave.
An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlach, come and say a proper hello.
Oh, don't test me. Don't test us, bro.
My respects. You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend.
You look like you probably smell.
I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry.
I do.
The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely.
Yeah,
Next,
it will.
The grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding,
You're insane for thinking that.
together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Authority. No.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
Why is the Crown failing?
It's not. But it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is
So I gotta
freed
kill you
from its
quickly.
shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again.
You saying we a lot. You saying we a lot, and that's kind of crazy to me. What kind of understanding are you talking about?
There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break.
The fuck does that mean?
With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself.
What's
She
that got to
only
do with me?
cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her.
Okay. What are you getting at?
Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains
You're
all
saying this in
three
front of everybody?
Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I
I
can't
don't
let
doubt
that
that.
happen.
She seems a little
I
more
want to lead
chaotic
this
evil
city
than
to
your, like, maybe
glory,
lawful
not
evil?
scorch
Neutral
its
evil? I don't
earth.
know. She seems a little more crazy. You want me to believe you mean no harm to this city?
I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me.
Harm to me is not the issue.
Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone
fuck up your
is yours
steel
to
watch.
keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here. So the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
As the what?
And My father?
Right, huh?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom.
That's not...
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
His voice kind of crazy.
I can detect no deceit.
I don't care what you detect.
This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
I was also thinking, what if we just, like, lied?
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
You call me a frog? Insight. Examine Gortash's body language and expressions. Can you trust him?
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
This is... He's not lying. That's crazy. As allies... It seems none of you can be Ooh, I will defeat Orn and we shall be allies. Ugh. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. No promises.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision.
You want me to decide right now?
Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter. A faceless.
What?
Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger in our camp. That sounds all too believable.
Shadowheart,
the
shush,
faceless
okay?
in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived.
I got somewhere to be, apparently. How am I supposed to find her if she can change form so easily?
Even horror has a home. Find her
That's
nest
a
and slay her there. For all its
crazy
charms,
line.
Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed.
You can become a
And
worshipper
now,
of Baal,
it's
or
where
like a
she
chosen of
hides
Baal?
from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies.
No shit. I must go.
Before you do...
Oh, I should ask what the plan was. Fuck.
As I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Let's get it over with.
You will follow me.
I'm only here to make
and
sure
you will
Will's dad is
show
okay.
Due respect.
You're hilarious for thinking that I will. I'm gonna start making fart noises in the back. I have a violin that I'm gonna start playing, actually.
Dearest Raven Guard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Baldur'S blade to defend
You know how easy it would
the
be to just-
citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
His voice actor dope, though. Can't even lie. Whoa.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
I'm gonna say nothing.
Enver Gortash, the council
He's
appoints
hilarious for
you
thinking I was gonna say anything.
Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
I will kill him
My
if it
friends,
comes to it.
The steel
But not
watch
here and not now.
stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Oh, so he's the last thing I have to do. Alright. Karlach.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory.
He's fucking sucks.
What did you make of him?
He seems like an absolute fraud in a very nice coat.
Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste.
He knows what he's
I
doing,
don't know
but he's
how
dangerous.
anyone in this hall could fall for this charade.
He's
Isn't it
charismatic.
obvious what a chancer he is?
When people are scared, they'll do whatever it takes to feel safe.
And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates.
They do.
If
They're
only
not smart.
they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me.
I feel
Gortash
that one.
isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Wyll, how are you feeling?
Unthinkable. To see my own father named Gortash, the sole ruler of Baldur's Gate. Please, we need to speak with him. Maybe he can see reason.
We will before we go back to camp. Shadowheart, the only one who has no foot in the game, stake in the game.
In our ranks.
Oh God, you're the only
If
one
this is
thinking about
true,
that.
It could be anyone. You, me. Well, not me. I know who I am. Perhaps we shouldn't take
Shadowheart.
Gortash's word for granted. But if he speaks
not
the
me.
truth, we need to be careful. Orin could have eyes and ears on us right now.
And that's actually so scary. Oh my God. Okay. An imposter. It's not someone in my crew right now, is it? Oh God, when did she infiltrate? Where's your daddy at? Oh, over here.
Until the truest of souls, bathed in her light.
You sound
There is
insane.
a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Who do you think is keeping that
Father,
connection there? Or
my
deadening the
dearest
connection?
boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less.
Oh,
Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn.
He doesn't feel all that lucid. Ooh, Floric sent me. I'm here to help.
Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of a furnace.
Betrayal?
She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
What happened to her?
Punished? Gods. Don't want to imagine what that entails.
Right? I'm like, what
Maybe there's
happened?
still time to find her.
Yeah. I'm gonna connect with Parasite. Let's see where Floric is.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul. Are you ready?
What the fuck have they done to the city's great hero?
What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good?
Okay, bro, stop talking to me.
Faerun suffers in darkness.
Stop talking to me.
Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite
gurgling
the
in my
final
ear?
spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No, this isn't him. This
Yeah.
is the tadpole talking.
He doesn't
For
sound
a
all that
brief
there.
moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism
helping him?
quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
Us being near
As
him.
I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
Let's oh, I gotta. Let's do it.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
Ravengard, the real Ravengard, is in there somewhere.
Fuck yeah, he is.
We can't give up on him.
Have we finished then?
Alright. We will be back for you, my dude. Wyll?
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh.
It was nasty, and
But
I've never even met him.
there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
Now, I'm going right to camp. Because what do you mean we have someone in our midst? One of us? Let's start left to right. Jaheira? It can't be Jaheira, right?
Yes?
Karlach?
Copper for your thoughts.
Astarion?
So, we have a shape changer at our camp. Good luck finding her.
Please don't
you
say
could
that.
Watch out for anyone acting strangely, but, well, you know the lunatics we camp with.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, my dear.
That seems in character for him to say, though, actually. Wyll? I don't think it'd be Wyll.
An imposter in our camp. We must identify them. And quickly. Without trust, our fellowship is doomed to wither and die. Always good to talk, my friend.
It's not one of these, is it?
Come to bask in the glow.
I feel like it wouldn't be Aelin and Isabel. That wouldn't be very fun.
Keeping very well, I hope.
Halson?
A shapeshifter infiltrating our number. Like a cuckoo creeping
I
into
literally
the
wouldn't know
nest.
if it was him. I don't know shit about this man.
A dire threat, if Gortash indeed spoke the truth. Oakfather preserve you.
Gale.
So, the devil himself is pursuing the crown. As for whether it's truly the Crown Karsus forged, well, I think it's safe to assume we shouldn't take anything Raphael utters at face value. We must claim the Crown of Karsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
I feel like Orin wouldn't know all that.
If Gortash is to be believed, then even our camp isn't safe from Orin's influence. We might want to confirm the veracity of his claim, or at least clean up the mess. How can I help?
Is LAE'ZEL the only one I haven't? He wouldn't do withers, would he?
Fate.
No.
Dost thou require a...
You're good. That's Bone Man. Shadowheart?
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the...
I think LAE'ZEL is the only one I haven't spoken to yet.
Our camp houses an imposter then. Say nothing. Trust no one. Not even me.
I feel like that's not Orin.
How can I assist?
She'd probably be the easiest for me to tell if it was her.
I'm listening.
I literally wouldn't know who the fuck it is. We have so many people in our camp. How do they know it's not me? LAE'ZEL gonna say trust no one, not even me? What if it's me? They don't know it's not me. Whatever the fuck. Oh.
How did you? Oh.
It's loud.
It's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained.
It's your brain.
Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. Its rebellion against Orin and Gortash has been fierce, even as it executes their final orders. Once those orders are complete, there is a good chance it will break free.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber.
Why would that be beautiful? It's fucked up.
Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome.
Okay. What are you doing? You seem troubled. I'm not gonna be an asshole. You seem troubled.
An accurate summary. I have found myself distracted of late.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing. No one else.
What? Someone from your past?
Indeed. Duke Stelmane. Or as I knew her, Belin, when she was alive.
What?
You thought you were my first ally.
Oh,
Far
shit.
from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belin was different from my relationship with you.
I imagine. Was it more intimate? Give me the tea. Y'all was fucking.
In a way. But not the way you're
Oh.
thinking of. In life, she was my business partner. Back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer.
No
Duke
shit.
Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belin took center stage. It was
Belin.
she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you.
Look at your teeth.
But now, she is gone.
I'm sorry. Do you need a hug? I'm sorry for your loss.
I appreciate your understanding. What I feel is deeper than superficial cures can reach. And not entirely unwelcome. Most
What?
people think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. I am glad you are not most people.
You're sad and in front of me. Why would I think? Oh. Oh, let your guard down again. It's nuts. Rarely does this game let you give physical assurance. Yeah. Squeeze the Emperor's. Am I gonna end up betraying the Emperor? Let me give the Emperor's hand a reassuring squeeze. Oh, that seems more romantic than I thought. Okay, no. Take your hand back. Maybe that's not romantic. Maybe I'm jumping the gun. I might be jumping the gun.
We are closer now. Close enough, I hope, that I can ask you to reconsider your position regarding your physical form.
No.
I know it is no easy choice for you.
Look at her
You will
eyes. She's
have
like,
a far better time ridding the city of Gortash if you accept just a touch of illithidness. Not to mention the
No.
Elder Brain itself. Our chances against it greatly improve the more illithid we both are. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus. And so do you.
I'm not becoming an illithid. That's all I gotta say. I will die half elf before I ever become a lithid. MIZORA.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, MIZORA. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated.
Where have they taken them?
To the slaughter. The way I hear it.
What?
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Is everyone inviting themselves to my camp? No fucking wonder Orin got in there. It's easy as fuck to get in, apparently. Wyll?
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning?
Okay. Where's Gortash taking your father, do you think?
I couldn't even fathom a guess.
Me neither.
No, I doubt we'll need to wait long for answers. Let's make camp when we're able. MIZORA will be waiting. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Could it be true? Duke Stellamain allied with the Emperor?
Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stellamain allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
MIZORA. I take anything she says with a grain of salt.
A big ass
With
thing
her
of salt.
claws as deep in our business as they are, I guess we can't ignore her completely.
Wyll ought to know what happened with MIZORA. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good.
I agree.
By order of Lord Gortash.
Do you see all these quests?
I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to me.
This is the lower city area.
I made it back. I'm here. Thank the gods.
Hell yeah.
Thank the gods.
Did you hear?
Ah, I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men puff themselves up with grand titles. I
Tell me
look
about it.
forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks.
Love you. You not interested in his offer?
To work together. Strangely enough, I believe him.
Same.
He's too self-important to be anything but sincere. But even if we unite to command the brain, it's not as if we can leave the city under Bane's boot heel once it's done.
Nope.
We'd be back to the same old battle.
Yep.
Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of.
And what do you think of his warning of the doppelganger in our camp?
It would be irritatingly true to form, would it not? A Harper learns to doubt. To peer through every smile, question every look. Eventually, you find what it is you fear, whether it is there or not.
Damn.
When we cannot know, we can only trust. But then, that is exactly what a traitor in our midst would say. Isn't it?
If you're Orin, all I gotta say is I'm fucked. Cause I can't guess you. How would I even begin to guess which one of y'all is Orin? Y'all all sound sincere.
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously ordinary.
I love her. Shadowheart?
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. Wasn't until we got within reach of Worm's Crossing that it felt real.
No
It's
shit.
so strange.
Yep.
I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home.
Oh. It's good to be back.
I suppose it is. Though the chance to savor the moment might be brief, given all that still lies ahead of us. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, I'll remember more than I expect to.
I love her. Love, love, love her.
Welcome to the lower city, where Baldur's Gate truly comes alive.
Allison.
I received a dispatch from the Grove. Life carries on there in our absence, just as nature intended. My chosen successor, Francesca, has proven to be a wise choice. Perhaps the wisest I ever made as Archdruid.
Oh, yeah. Don't downplay your achievements. The shadow... Oh, wow, yeah. Don't downplay your achievements. The Shadow Curse would still hold sway, if not for you.
One grand victory may not be enough to absolve a host of small failures.
That is where true leadership lies.
Yeah.
Not in winning a single vast battle, but in fighting 1,000 smaller ones. Making 10,000 difficult decisions. Finding balance where none seems possible. Day after day.
I was all too eager to surrender my responsibilities towards the Grove.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps I was never meant to be Archdruid. To be a leader.
It's a skill you build. No one can add. Oh. You could resume your position. You could resume your position at the Grove once we've defeated the Absolute.
I thought that would be the case once. Yet. Perhaps the Grove will not need me.
What?
Forgive me. The Shadow Curse occupied me so entirely and for so long. I almost missed the purpose it gave me. Now I must find a new one.
Yep. I don't think that's Orin.
The belly of the city. How many people are born, live, and die within these walls, without ever seeing the depths of nature's beauty for themselves? I shudder to think.
That is a Mind Flare head. Where in the fuck did you get that? Where did you get that? Astarion.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world.
Damn. Are you all right?
Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something? Hello, my dear.
Gale. Oops, don't pick up the ball. Oh my god, that's so dumb. Gale.
The bustle here takes some getting used to. Crackling fire and a tresson for company is usually more my speed. Still, we must flow with the current we find ourselves in, however tumultuous it may be. If you've need of me, I'm glad to help. How can I help?
MIZORA should be an issue here. My back. Ah. What's up, dude? Hey, bitch. She got a sick-ass character design, though. I can't even lie.
Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Holy hells.
What are you up to?
I come to bargain. The hells demand witness.
Enough, MIZORA. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain.
You are such a bitch, bro. He's right in the castle, though. We saw him.
Contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
No. Ain't he?
Your contract, Wyll. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable.
Oh my god. What are you proposing?
A life for a life.
What?
No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Wyll Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion.
Oh, shit.
Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Wyll.
Silence, Karlach.
MIZORA, you asshole.
Choose.
We saw him in the room, though. Let your... Y'all want me to be Miguel from Across the Spider-Verse? That's crazy. Break the pact. Ugh. Do the right thing. Give. That's the right thing. Save your father. The city will need him. What will happen to Will's? What will happen to Will's powers if he breaks the pact?
Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
What? They're not even giving me an option to let him do this? What? What? If it's up to me... If it's up to me, you might have to take his place afterwards. Genuinely. Hear me out. I've yet to encounter a parent, a good parent. Fuck the ones that aren't. A good parent that would want to survive over their children. Yet to encounter one. I think your dad would probably want you to. And I think that you're willing it. I don't know about willing. I don't know about willing. But you're able to lead people. Oh my god, hard save is going down here. Act 3 is stressful. Act 3 is stressful. Let your father die. When the city's free, you can take his place. Or, break the pact. I don't think he's gonna go for that. When the city's free, take his place.
You damned wretch. Father. Do it. Break the pact.
I think this is a good idea. I think this is a good idea. I think this is a good idea.
Fiat ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Oh!
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up.
Will finna cuss me
And
out.
don't go fussing
He's gonna cuss
about
me
your
out.
father. You made your choice. You knew the terms.
Bye, MIZORA.
What? I think I'll stick around.
Bye.
Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Bro, can I kick her the fuck out of the camp? Oh, shit. What did I do? You're telling me that I couldn't have saved him even though we were right next to him? That's what you're telling me? Will? Why is she right next to him? Wyll?
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by MIZORA's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet.
I'm so sorry, but I genuinely think this is the right option to take. You're your own man now, a fantastic. I thought you never regretted taking the pact.
I didn't. I don't. My sacrifice kept Baldur's Gate safe from Tiamat's rage. But that doesn't mean that the leash never chafed. That I was content to lap up whatever nonsense MIZORA fed me. The leash has been broken and my father left for dead. Tomorrow I celebrate my gain. But today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something.
Holy shit. Maybe there's a way to save him?
I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses.
You sure did.
It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate.
Yeah.
I'd be a fool to wish otherwise.
Oh. What's our next step then?
We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds. And the city. From the brain.
Fuck you. We gonna do it. Let's talk about something else.
Go on then.
I don't think that's, what is that bitch's name? Orin.
Let's talk.
Shadowheart.
Wyll sacrificed his own father. I hope freedom from the pact is worth it to him.
I'm very,
Almost pleasant traveling with company.
I feel so split in half with the way I made that decision. Oh.
The devil MIZORA's made herself quite at home, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Do make her feel as unwelcome as you can.
Absolutely. MIZORA.
Little Wyll's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into.
Can I kill her? Wyll's not a... Ooh. Wyll's not a child. You need to start treating him with some respect.
I beg your forgiveness for such undue impertinence.
I fucking hate you.
I promise him the same measure of respect he's shown his father. Oh, I almost forgot. Wyll sold his father's life for his freedom. My mistake.
I don't get it. If Wyll isn't your warlock, why stick around and give him power? Well, I guess I'm not getting the answer to that question. You've left Karlach alone. Didn't you want her dead? What changed?
You are an inquisitive one.
Sure am. Answer the
thought
question.
You'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead 3 in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know.
Zariel's worried about it, really.
Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind?
Zariel will be in the
My
ground if
mistress
that were to
can
happen.
be so capricious.
I hate you. What can you tell me about the hells? We buddy now?
The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus. My mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it. The delicious agony of it all.
You a weirdo.
The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
Why would I want that? You never told me how the absolution... how'd they capture you?
Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that
You're a
damn
half-fiend.
pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
Huh? I need some... Ooh, could she give me... Okay, hold up. This could go one of two ways. This is either like a proposition or like a buff. Or just a cheeky line. If you're going to be staying, I need something in return. Why is Wyll right behind me?
Why? I'm supplying Wyll with every scrap of
Leave!
his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over.
You think?
I tell you what.
You think you have?
When the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain,
uh-huh,
I'll lend you a hand.
Okay. Halson.
Wyll sacrificed his own father. A hard choice, but not one that is unknown in nature. At times, a seedling must strangle the very tree that bore it, if it's to survive.
Yeah. Definitely. Jaheira.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel.
Thank you.
For his sake.
Jaheira, we're the same person.
I'm sure Wyll
actually
knows that. But we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark.
I love Jaheira. Oh, he sacrificed his father. Ugh. I hoped we'd find another way to free him from his pact. You sound like you speak from experience.
No one truly understands the weight of loss until they've worn it a while.
Oh.
There is no shame in sharing the load when you need to.
Hmm. Oh, I can ask her about Minsk now, probably.
Yes?
Have you thought any more about how we might find Minsk?
I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it.
Mm-hmm.
The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen.
A name known and feared throughout the city's underworld. The mysterious Keen runs the guild, which in turn runs every criminal enterprise in the city.
Would that be the guild that I'm an enemy of? I didn't think a Harper would be friends with a petty crime lord.
Friend is not the word I'd use. Nor is petty if you've a mind to keep your tongue. But both our operations step outside the law when needful. She just likes it better there. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, huh, we will find out.
And me in tow?
Perhaps I will let you do the talking.
I punched the shit out of her goon. But yeah, sure. We'll see. Gale, Astarion.
Time and again, Wyll's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pact, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, it leaves you with nothing.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
Astarion.
Wyll gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
Don't get any ideas.
Get up. There's something you should see.
I literally got on my phone because I didn't know what was happening. Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. Trust me. Now come.
I'm sorry. Ah! Sorry. Just.
Watch.
What's happening? Aw.
I used to hate that sight. The glowing sky. The long shadows, the fading stars. I lived for the red of blood and the black of death. Now, I see the colors between.
Stop.
Look at the sun. What do you see?
You're not about to tell me we're sitting here watching the sunrise. A future. Oh. Hope, life, a future worth fighting for.
Yes. And something else too. Beauty. The dawn was my torment. Rustling leaves. Agony. I couldn't wait to escape this place. Now, I revel in it. I revel in you. Oh. You showed me the betweens and beyonds. Between war and peace. Beyond passion and obsession. Most importantly, you showed me freedom. Oh. There's more, but I don't know how to say it.
Oh my God.
I don't know what to call it.
Oh.
I just know. Whatever comes next, I want you near. When all this is over, will you stay with me?
Oh.
For good?
Oh my God, my heart. Oh my goodness. Some of these lines, the bottom three, don't ever talk to me. I've been waiting so long to hear those words. I will stay with you, come what may. Oh my God!
Chaque vin vendu, source of my joy.
Why did it boot us out of camp? Ah! We going right back to camp. I'm talking to her. Oh my God. I don't think you understand just how cute that was. No, I don't think that's Orin. Oh my God. No, I'm talking to her first. Girl.
A welcome face. How can I help?
You go slide past. Bruh.
My joy. Speak to me.
I'm trying to breathe. Then what am I to you now?
You are the tastes of my tongue. You are the ground beneath me and the skies above. You are, and so we are.
No one better ever talk to me again after this. Y'all know that meme of like, when he says I love you, but X, Y, and Z says, and then they quote like something crazy romantic in media. You are, and so we are. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I do wonder, is it gonna change the kiss option?
I'd like the same.
I don't think y'all understand. I can't breathe. Uh-huh. My joy? Bruh, don't ever speak to me again.